Okay, I'm starting with number 8. And for mean and sample standard deviation problem, I'm going to start listing the numbers in a column. So I'm going to go 74, 74, 77, 78, 79, 80, 80, 80, 81, 82. Did I get them all? 4, 74, 77, 78, 79, 80, 80, 80, 81, 82. Okay, so we're going to start by finding the mean. 74 plus 74 plus 77, 78. I believe there's 10 numbers. Does anybody have any questions about how to find the mean? We're good on that? Okay. So now what we need to do is follow this process, and it's a pain. So minus the mean from all the numbers. Mm-hmm. 3 what? What? Wait. So I'm following this process over here. I'm taking the list of numbers and then subtracting the mean from all of them. Okay, next I square them. And notice I'm putting parentheses on the negative ones. Okay, and just to remind you, you take the number of numbers minus 1 on the bottom. So this is 10 numbers minus 1. And then square root. All right, guys, then when you're ready, scoot your paper down to number 12. That is the last warm-up of the year. Are you guys excited? It's the last warm-up of the year. I'm excited. It's actually the last warm-up of the year for all my classes, this last problem. Okay. Sketch the solution to each system of inequalities. Okay, so I'm going to start with the top one. I'm going to graph the line y equals, oh, it's negative. Negative 2x minus 3. And my first question is this top one dashed or solid? Shh, solid. Okay, so down 3 for the y-intercept, and then the slope is negative 2, so down 2 over 1, and then backtrack. Okay, what point do you guys want to test? 0, 0 is fine in this case because it does not go through, is not on the line. 0 is greater than or equal to negative 2 times 0 minus 3. 0 is greater than or equal to negative 3. True. That means I shade where 0, 0 is. Okay. Y equals 1/2 x plus 2. And this one does not have the or equal to on it, so that's dashed. Up 2. And then the slope is 1/2, so up 1 over 2. Remember to dash it. Remember to dash it. Is 0, 0 okay to test in this one? Yep. 0 is greater than 1/2 times 0 plus 2. 0 is greater than 2. False. Okay, so that's false. So that means it's true on the other side of the line. Yeehaw. Okay, now I need everybody to grab the paper that I put in the middle of the tables. Do you guys need another one over there? Okay. So this is not supposed to be on a resource page, but Miss Rice and I felt bad for you guys having to draw all the graphs, so we made you a paper. Aren't we the nicest lady? Yes, Mrs. Talbot, you and Miss Rice are the nicest ladies. Okay, so we're going to do as much as we can of this. Whatever we don't get done, we're just gonna stop. But let's try to do our best. First, also we put them in order for you this time. Yay. Okay, so I can tell that the minimum is 10 on this one. I can tell the maximum is 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 numbers. Okay, so that means I'm gonna break up the groups. So I'm gonna have 9 numbers and then the median and then 9 numbers. So the median is going to be 40. Does anyone have any questions about how I found the median? You sure? Okay, now I'm going to ignore everything above the median and including the median. And that means there's 9 numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to break this into 2 groups of 4. And quartile 1 will be 34. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 and 4, and quartile 3 will be 45. Do you guys have any questions about that? Look at how much faster it is when it's printed. Okay, now we're gonna do 2 things. We're gonna do the histogram and the box plot. And remember, this is 0 to 9.9. So the 10 will be included in the 10 to 20 bin. So there's one number between 10 and 20. There are not any numbers in the 20s. How many numbers are in the 30s? 8? 8, okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nothing in the 50s, nothing in the 60s, 1 in the 70s. Okay. Any questions about histogram? Okay, do you guys know what I'm going to do next with this information over here? Yep, make the whisker thing. Okay, so the minimum is 10. I'm just going to line it up here. Yeah, I don't know what it is either. Okay, got it. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Quartile 1 is 34. It's like there. Median is 40. Quartile 3 is 45. Max is 70. Done. Okay, we're gonna move on to this. So we're gonna find the mean. The median we already found, that's 40. And now we're gonna find the mean. Do you guys know how to do that? Anybody know how to find the mean? And we said there were 19 numbers, correct? Yeah. Yeah, honey. Yep. This is actually part of the open answer portion. Okay. Now for C, we're gonna fill in which should we use, the mean or the median? And it doesn't really matter in this case, they're both 40. But do you guys remember the rules for using the mean over the median? Does anybody remember? Okay, I'll find it. Okay, here's the rules. If there's any skew or outliers possible, you use the median. If there's no skew or outliers, you use the mean. Okay, so let me ask you this. Is there any skew in the shape of this? And you can tell by looking at the box plot, are either of the whiskers longer than the other? No. Okay, so no skew. Are there possible outliers? Yes. Okay, now what we're gonna do is fill out the table. We're just gonna keep filling this out because you guys are gonna do sugar P in your groups. So we're just gonna keep working on sugar W. Does anybody know what the formula is for the range? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Great job. Range is max minus min, which in this case is 70 minus 10, which is 60. I don't actually know what the units are in this problem. If I had gotten the book out, I probably, hey, Landon, can you figure out what the units are? Can you go to the ebook real quick? Okay, now IQR, quartile 3 minus quartile 1, which is 45 minus 34, which is 11. Okay, now we're gonna fill, what? Look at the ebook on number 10-60, and then tell me what, if these are like grams. I think they're grams. That's all I'm looking for. Okay, now look at this picture. What shape is this most like? Yep, symmetric. Perfect. And I like to say, because in stats, things are not perfect. Yes, honey. Micrometers. I was off. That's not even, that's millimeters. I'm, is it M? It literally just says micrometers. Okay.
It's like miles and shale stuff and all that. I don't know. You're right.
I was just wondering if there's a abbreviation for micrometers. I don't know. You're right. I'm with you. I don't know. Okay, anyway, when I have something that's symmetric, I like to say roughly symmetric because it's not perfect. Do you guys see possible outliers in this one? 10 and 70? Landon saves the day. That's the symbol for micrometer. That's a lowercase mu. Mm-hmm. MU, Greek letter. Okay, now for C, C is center, and we already said in this one that we should use the median. So I'm going to say capital M equals 40 micrometers. And then which spread should we use? Do you want me to show you the notes again real quick? Okay, so right here it says when you have the median, you use the which we already found. Okay, you guys, then flip the page over. Okay, so now we're going to find standard deviation. The one where you make it in the list and do the whole deal. Okay. So this is the number in the problem. Then we do minus the mean. So the mean was 40, so this will be 10 minus 40. Actually, I'm going to stick it over here. What? Squaring. Yep. Well, then you add them together. Yeah. Just make sure that these are positive. Isn't it? 30 times 30? Should I check? Oh, I was right. Woo! Okay, so I added them all up. It's 2240. And we said there were 19 numbers, so 2240 over 18. Landon, you still have the ebook up by chance? No? Do you? Yeah. Can I see number 64? Ah. Okay, so number 64 says, why did we not use standard deviation on our golfing data? Can you guys flip back in your notebook, maybe if you still have it open, to your golf? My question is, did you guys have any skew or outliers in your golf data? And your pennies? It was probably really, really, really right skewed. You guys had outliers, right? The ones that rolled really far away. Okay, so last thing I want to do is take a look at the stamp sheet real quick. Okay. I did not have time to stamp today, but tonight's homework is 68 to 73. Does that make sense? Okay, on the block day, we're going to do three things. We're going to do the review notes. Then we're going to finish this in your groups. You guys are going to do sugar pea. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, and then I'm going to stamp. Everybody clear? Okay.